Grand final, Wangaratta Rovers just clearing the ball now from the back line. Big men fly in the centre of the ground. Number 25 of Wodonga has the chance. He's bustled away by young McKenna, the Wangaratta Rovers. Rover sends the ball down towards the half-forward line. Brian Gilchrist, champion Wodonga centre half-back, outpoints the opposition to send the ball to the centre wing, where a mark has been taken by John O'Connell on the half-forward flank. O'Connell will send Wodonga into attack. A long, low drop kick. Bone and other players fly for it and is forced over the line and out of bounds. With the scoreboard reading at the Albury Sports Ground, Wodonga 1 goal, 4 behinds to Wangaratta Rovers, 1 behind in the first quarter of an hour of play. 20 minutes into the first quarter, and Hiskins has been paid the mark at centre half forward for Wodonga. Takes his shot for the big stick. A lovely drop kick. Goal umpire hasn't moved, and that's Wodonga's third goal. They now move on to 3 goals, 5 behinds. Wangaratta Rovers 1 goal, 4. As the ball is brought back to the centre for the ball up by umpire Ray Street. Unfortunately for Wangaratta Rovers, coach Ian Brewer has been forced to leave the field. We see him walking around the boundary assisted by a trainer, apparently a very serious leg injury, and he has been replaced by Kevin Hill, who's moved to fullback, and Bob Phillips, regular fullback, has taken over from Brewer at centre halfback. Noel Richards has been caught with the ball on the half-back flank for Wangaratta Rovers. The free kick looks like being awarded to number 2 Wodonga, tall ruckman Brian McKenzie. Now McKenzie, well out from goal, but he could put this ball right into the teeth of goal and thus create another scoring opportunity for the Bulldogs, who hold a handy lead of 14 points. McKenzie's kick, a long drop kick right into the teeth of goal. Looks like it's gone right through the middle for Wodonga's 4th goal. 4 goals, 6 behinds. Wodonga 24 points to Wangaratta Rovers 1 goal, 4, 10 points. Ken Goyne puts the ball back into play for Wodonga with a long drop kick up the centre of the ground. The big men fly, and I think Wangaratta Rovers could have been awarded the mark here through the agency of big Norm Bustle out on the half-forward line. He will now send the ball back into attack for Wangaratta Rovers. Norm Bustle, another long drop kick right up the teeth of goal into the pocket, and they fly high. And Wangaratta Rovers has been awarded the mark. Kevin Hill, I would say, has pulled down the mark in the forward pocket. Now the umpire has awarded a free kick to Wangaratta Rovers, number 4 in Mick Brunier, and he's about 25 yards out on a pretty acute angle, but has the opportunity to bring up Wangaratta Rovers' 3rd major. Brunier steadies now to have his shot for goal. On its way through, the goal umpire has signalled all clear. Makes Wangaratta Rovers 3 goals, 6 behinds, 24 points. The Wodonga 4 goals, 8 behinds, 32 points, halfway through the second quarter. Bob Hempel shooting for goal from the half-forward line, a lovely punt kick, and goes through. No, it hasn't gone through yet. A bunch of players trying to take possession of the ball, picked up by Wangaratta Rovers. Larry Flanagan has a shot for goal. Ray Burns maybe a mark right in the 10-yard square. Players coming inside of the roundabout. Umpires attempting to separate. As Ray Burns went down solidly after appeared to mark the ball, and is being assisted to his feet now by players of both sides and the goal umpire. This is the first sensational scene in the 1967 Grand Final at the Albury Sports Ground, where the scores late in the second quarter. Wangaratta Rovers 3 goals, 6 behinds, 24 points, are trailing Wodonga 4 goals, 8 behinds, 32 points. Early in the third quarter, Ken Goyne putting the ball back into play for Wodonga after Wangaratta Rovers have lifted their score to 5-7. A mark on the half-back line for Wodonga, pulled down by coach Mickey Bone. Bone driving the ball forward now up the outer wing, sending Wodonga into attack. Big bunch of players fly for the ball around about the central position of the ground. It's taken down to the turf by McKenzie, and umpire Sleeth calls for a ball up. Contesting the ball up is McKenzie of Wodonga and Bustle of Wangaratta Rovers. Each cancels the other out. Women has the opportunity to take the ball away from Wodonga. Hotly pressed by Wangaratta Rovers defenders, and it looks like a free kick to Wangaratta Rovers in the vicinity. No, the umpire's paid a free against Matt Valentine and will be awarded to McKenzie, just short of centre half forward, to send Wodonga into attack. No, the kick has not been taken by McKenzie, but will be taken by
Mickey Bone, isn't it?
No, not Mickey Bone. Grimmin has the ball, just short of centre half forward, a long drop kick right up to the goal square. The big men fly for the ball, and it's gone through over the pack, touch the 1 behind. Moves Wodonga's score under 5 goals, 12 behinds, 42 points, leading Wangaratta Rovers 5 goals, 7 behinds, 37 points.
Big long one, got it.
Scotty Taylor marked the ball at centre half forward, has the big chance now to kick Wodonga's 8th goal. Torpedo punt kick, the goal front line hasn't moved, and it's gone through for Wodonga's 8th goal. They move on to 8 goals, 12 behind, 60 points. Broken right away now from Wangaratta Rovers, 5 goals, 37 points, and we've been playing about 12 minutes into the third term. Further misfortune for Wangaratta Rovers at the 16-minute mark of the third term. Young central wingman Tommy McKenna has been replaced by veteran Les Gregory. Appears another leg injury, with the score at this stage reading Wodonga 8-14-62, Wangaratta Rovers 5-7-37. Scores here at the Albury Sports Ground clearly in favour of Wodonga, 11-16 to 7-11. O'Brien drops an easy mark. He's hotly pressed by McKenzie. Handballs it to Bob Phillips, and Phillips's kick is taken by Hogan near the centre half forward position. A long loping drop kick down to the full forward position, and it's forced through for one behind, 2 Wangaratta Rovers. A golden opportunity for Kevin Hill there to pull down the mark, and it would appear that he may receive a free kick for an infringement which possibly was caused by the Wodonga defender Scannell. Now Hill was in the pocket within kicking distance, about 25 yards out on a slight angle, lines the ball up and has made no mistake. Wangaratta Rovers now move on to 8 goals, 11. Wodonga 11 goals, 16. Possibly this game is not over yet, but as we move to the closing stages, I personally feel Wodonga have a pretty strong grip on the 1967 flag in the Ovens and Murray League. Incidentally, their first ever premiership, should they succeed. Today we have a player making his 200th consecutive appearance for Wangaratta Rovers, 200 games straight in the star back pocket player Len Brisket. Is also his 20th appearance in the final. Wangaratta Rovers again in the attack from the bounce. Ray Burns handballs at centre half forward, misdirected. Mick Bone picks up the ball, takes one bounce, drives it out on that flank, the outer side flank once again, where Wodonga attempt to go forward once more, but clever football by Richards clears it out of bounds in front of the Albury Sports Ground club rooms, and it'll be a ball in from the boundary umpire. The scores here at the Albury Sports Ground: Wodonga 11-16, leading Wangaratta Rovers 8-11. Boundary umpire just about to put the ball back into play. McKenzie in the ruck with Laffey. McKenzie gets the tap down, picked up by Scotty Taylor, handballs it away, recovers, and the ball has gone over the line and out of bounds on the half forward line for Wodonga.
Marvellous to see this sea and riot of colour here.
One of the most fantastic sights, I think, of the football season, Ken, a grand final crowd, glorious sunshine, the ground in perfect condition, an array of colours, streamers, and I think, as you said, it's a marvellous sight and a fitting into a wonderful season. Wodonga in attack again with O'Connell, a long kick right down into the forward zone. The ball rolls over the line and out of bounds once again in front of the scoreboard, with Wodonga still holding a clear-cut lead. 3 goals, 5 behinds. There's time ticking away for Wangaratta Rovers. The ball is forced through for another behind to Wodonga to take their score on to 11 goals, 17 to Wangaratta Rovers, 8 goals, 11. Wangaratta Rovers a little bit unfortunate. Early in the first quarter they lost the services of coach Ian Brewer when he left the ground with an ankle injury, and early in the third quarter wingman Tommy McKenna also went off the ground with also a leg injury. Wodonga went into this game this afternoon without the services of Gary Williamson, even though he was selected in the team. Now Wangaratta Rovers are going forward again, a strong defence by Gilchrist and Scammell clears it out of danger for the moment for Wodonga, and a solid mark between centre wing and half back flank by Ronnie Hill, number 51 of Wodonga, relieves the pressure. Now Hill will send the ball down right in front of our cameras. A pack of players rise for the ball. Bone, Sullivan and others are there. Atkinson takes the short kick and marks on his chest on the half-back line. He directs the ball across to the centre in the agency direction of Bussell. Bussell's unable to mark it. O'Connell chips in. He's played a fantastic game on the half-forward flank, this veteran. Over goes a Wodonga player. Wangaratta Rovers fighting for possession of the ball. The umpire has found an infringement, and I think it'll be awarded to Atkinson, the half-back flanker of the Wangaratta Rovers side. The ball is sent down in the direction of the centre half forward line. Bussell's unable to pick the ball up. Wangaratta Rovers in the agency of talented half forward flanker Laurie Flanagan has awarded a free kick. They go goalwards, a long loping punt kick in the vicinity of the 10 yards, and Kevin Hill has pulled down a lovely mark about 5 yards out from goal.
Close to the 25-minute mark, Keith.
25 minutes gone. Can Wangaratta Rovers get up and win this game yet? Personally, I don't think so, but Hill has a golden opportunity to wipe the margin down by 6 points. 12 yards out, a drop punt, And right through the middle, with 6 points for Wangaratta Rovers. 9 goals, 11 behinds Wangaratta Rovers to Wodonga, 11 goals, 17 behinds. Ken, at this stage, you might have the goal kicker.
Well, up to the present moment, Keith, for Wodonga, Mackenzie has kicked 1, O'Connell 1, Robbins 1, Taylor 1, Hiskins 1, Whitehead has kicked 4, Bone 1 and Rogalski 1, and for Wang Rovers, Burns 1, Brenier 1, Hogan 1, Macmillan 2, Valentine 1 and Hill 2. I'm not forgetting Flanagan 1.
Thank you very much, Ken Austin. Wodonga take the ball away from central bounds. Kosh has got the opportunity, drops the ball, hotly pressed by defenders. Phillips has grabbed high, players allowed to go on as Whitehead, a star player in the third term, forces his way through, but he's lost possession of the ball, and Atkinson clears out of danger for Wangaratta Rovers, and the ball goes out of bounds in the vicinity of the scoreboard. With the score here at the Albury Sports Ground, 11-17, 9-11 in favour of Wodonga.